Hi. In this screencast, we're going to talk about setting the display property of the HTML element. This CSS rule is most often set to make a HTML element a block level or an inline element. It's also used a lot to make the element show or disappear in a web page. I'll demonstrate what I mean by an example here. Let's open up our CSS folder. I have three files here. One is block.html, second is inline, and the third is none.html. Okay, let's look at the block HTML first with top style. And you can see here that I have a simple HTML file with empty class inside the style sheet, and inside the body I have two span tags. Inside them I have first line and then second line. Let's preview this in a browser first. Okay, so you'll see that because span tags are inline elements, they run right after each other. So first line comes first, and then second line comes right after it, and it doesn't wrap to the second line like it should be. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to make the second line a block element, so it'll wrap itself to the second line. Okay, minimize it, bring back top style, and the way you do it is by setting display, and let's look at the choices. You have inline, block, list item, and it goes on, and it has none at the bottom. Okay, so let's set this to block, okay, and then assign this class to the span tag, right, and then save it, minimize it, bring back Firefox and refresh. So now the second line actually starts in the second line because we made the second span, which was an inline element, now a block element. Okay, and let's look at the inline.html in top style. In this file, we have two div tags, and div tags in nature are block elements. So if you view this page in the browser, you'll see that first line and second line actually is like the block HTML, and I'll show you right now. So this is by default, first line, second line, right? But what if in some cases where we want the second line to come right after the first line? Okay, so let's try doing that. And we do that by setting display to inline. But in this case, we will have to assign it to both divs for it to work. Save it, minimize it, bring back Firefox, refresh, and you'll see the second line comes right after the first line, and two divs became inline elements. Okay, and the third properties that I set using display a lot is display none, and I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so what you do is display none, and then you assign this class to either one of the divs, okay, and they will disappear in the web page. It doesn't actually disappear in the source code, but it just doesn't appear on the display. Okay, so let's view this page first without doing anything in the browser. Okay, so you see first line, second line. Let's minimize it, bring back top style, and assign this none class to, let's say, the second line. Save it, minimize it, bring back Firefox, and watch the second line. If I refresh, the second line disappears. So this is what you do when you don't want something to show on your page. A lot of times you would want something hidden just to keep track of stuff, record hidden information, and you can set an element to display none to record something. Or if you know JavaScript, a lot of times you can use this swapping displays to show dynamic images. Okay, and that's it for this screencast. Thank you very much.